Hey everyone, and welcome back again to Meister Tarot. Hope you're being fabulous on this day. Regardless of what the weather's doing, it is a glorious day to be alive. Okay, so what I want to have a look at today is beautiful Beto, has announced that he's going to run for the governor of Texas in the 2022 elections, which will be here before you know it because it's only less than a year away. So he will be running against Abbott, who oversaw a lot of disasters in Texas, including the power failures in the middle of winter, where people were literally freezing to death. He has installed these incredibly archaic rules in regards to a woman's right to have control over her own reproductive system, which absolutely has nothing to do with right to life. It's got everything to do with power and control. So anyone who believes that those in charge there are some for their religious reasons oppose it, but the majority, it's about controlling women, and it's as simple as that. So I want to know, so he ran in against Ted Cruz in 2017 for the Senate, and lost by the skinniest of margins, which could very much have been accounted for by the gerrymandering that went on, and there was sniff of fraud at the time. It was very surprising that he lost to Cruz. So sadly, you did end up with Cruz. He stepped down. He was a House representative up until the time he decided to run against Cruz for the Senate, and then lost. So he's been a busy boy since then, and he's now going to run. He started a family, beautiful little child, little baby, but he's now decided to run for the governor of Texas in 2022. I just want to have a quick look and see how he goes. Now, I'm using my Lightseers Tarot today, protected by my rose quartz. Lovely deck, and I use this for my family and friends. So because he is such a lovely soul, who very much like AOC is doing what he believes is his life's work despite major obstacles for the better of the people. And when I talk about better of the people, it's quite interesting how many of those in the House and Senate that voted against in the Republican Party that voted against the infrastructure bill are now taking credit for projects that have been announced. So just keep an eye on that. Just be aware of who voted against it, if your local rep voted against it, and don't worry about calling them out for their hypocrisy. Letter to the editor, comment on their Twitter feed, use a pseudonym if you're worried, or an anonymous. But anyhow, quickly. Okay, tell me about Beto in Texas. Tell me about Beto. Tell me about Beto. Tell me about Beto. Tell me about Beto. Oh, flinging it out at me. What have we got here? Oh, two beautiful cards. The Ace of Cups, which is overflowing with positive emotion. Just emotion, relationships, career, creativity, and Temperance, which is a rebalancing, and the bottom is the Empress, which is abundance and prosperity, but also looking after Mother Earth. Okay, tell me about Beto. I think that probably summed him up fairly well, actually, those particular cards, but tell me about Beto. Right, let's have a quick look. Okay, the Sun. Wow, okay. Full illumination, joyful glory. As the signifier, well, can't get much more powerful than that. Page of Pentacles, so he is a young person coming forward with a message, and he is thinking big, and he is not afraid of working hard. He wants to care, so we've got the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving money. He wants to do what's right by everybody, and the King of Wands. So these are all him, and this is what he plans to do. So the King of Wands, I mean, look at the strength of the line in the background there. But he is a visionary, an honourable man. He has a vision for the state of Texas. He actually has a fantastic vision for the country of the United States. But he's also empowering of those that need empowering. And he has a plan and a passion. So, well, if that's Beto, gosh, and the base of the pack is just a beautiful, serene figure. Okay, tell me about, please, Spirit, tell me about how he will go. I'll do a full Celtic cross on this. In his race for the Governor of Texas. How will Beto go in the Governor of Texas election? How will Beto go? I hope for Texas's sake, after those last cards, that he does get voted in, but we'll have a quick look and see whether he will or not, and how it will go. There's so much gerrymandering in that state. It's just voter suppression, voter oppression. However, I did read the other day that the Voting Rights Bill will be through in time for this particular election. How it goes on state by state, whether they dilly-dally about implementing it or not, I don't know. Could be some interesting court cases in regards to it, but tell me about Beto running for Governor of Texas in 2022. Beto for Governor. 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 Okay, let's have a look. Full Celtic cross. Signifier, right, it will be election about families. Ten of Pentacles. Tens are also a completion, reaching the end, but you know, this is what he will run this election on, is families and equality, and it'll be a joyful election. He will be crossed by choices to be made. There will be a lot of choices about which format to run on. There's a lot going wrong with Texas. What does he choose? He's going to have to be very careful in his choice on what he's going to have as his election base, his election promises. At the base is the Fool. So this is a new start, a young person setting out on a journey, full of faith and courage. So that's a positive. in the past, the King of Wands, so he's popped up again. This is your visionary, honourable, empowering. He has shown that he is a leader, he is a mentor, willing to share, and you've got the line of strength in the background. So this is him, he's proven himself. At the top we've got the moon, so there is some secrets, and I'm not getting that they're about Beto. There is some stuff going on that will come to the surface during this election, and I suspect this is in regards to Abbott. Okay, Five of Cups. There will be disappointments along the way. However, there is this beautiful cup in the background with this gloriousness in it, this offering. So the cups are still all upright. They're all upright, they're just not all full. So in the immediate future there is going to be some disappointment. But what's happening here? Okay, we'll look at this card a little bit more in depth. I'll just put the pack down. So what's happening here is these are all spilling into this, well, almost like a pit of despair. But what's happening is you've got this beam coming back out and shining on this person. And they've still got this cup full of glory and hope. So while it might feel a little bit despairing at the start, have faith. Okay, so that's the near future. This is the immediate future. We've got the Four of Pentacles. This is just being cautious, just being a little bit protective. I know it's one of money, but I also think it's of work, and I think it's of health. So he's going to just be a little bit protective of his family and his health. And then we've got clarifying that as the Magician, which is a manifestation and possibilities. So he's got great possibilities, but if you look at this, you've got the well in both of those. Whereas this is being poured down, but the light is still coming out. This is him manifesting great possibilities out of that well. Hopes and fears, the Emperor. So Trump is going to do his darndest to prevent. However, Queen of Wands, and I mean, look at the joy on that face. Inspiring, confident, self-aware, compassionate, respected. So the outcome, fabulous. Again, look at this light coming out here, the celebration, just the glory. Oh, we've got the Empress again, who is abundance and possibilities. This is what is possible for Texas. And also Mother Earth, nurturing of Mother Earth. And the Hierophant, which is the government systems. But look at the joy again, the joy on that face, the stairs leading up to the light. So I think, looking at that it's going to be difficult for him. He's just going to have to be very cautious of how he presents himself and his policies. But I see a positive outcome. Base of the pack, we've got the Chariot, things happening very quickly, moving forward very quickly. Interestingly, the Devil has popped up, so there will be, this is the here and now, so things will happen very quickly. This is the Devil, and I think this is probably Abbott with the GOP backing. Temptation. So this is Abbott putting out false information, trying to tempt greed, avarice, He's trying to bind up and entrap Beto with these, but this is also the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is a difficult decision to be made on behalf of Texas. Texas needs to make a difficult decision, and they need to walk away from what is not serving them. And what is not serving them is this devil energy, this evil. What is not serving them is this moon, the Emperor. Now the Emperor is a patriarchal power who is unwavering and altogether, all-powerful patriarch who says my way or the highway. The secrets and the murkiness and the muddiness of what's currently going on in Texas. You'll be tempted by this devil, and I mean, look at him, he's a handsome bugger. So, with smoke and mirrors and misinformation and lies, it will be tempting. But I think what will happen is Texas will realise that what is happening now is not serving them, and they will walk away from what is not serving them towards the light. Okay, hope that was a hopeful reading. Everything crossed for Beto. He will need to watch his step. He will need to choose carefully because he is in what is a wavering but Republican state. So he needs to choose carefully and not insult or put offside by misstepping. But I don't think he will. He knows what he's doing. So good luck, Texas. Hope to hear some positive news this time next year. Take care, everybody. Stay sane. Look after yourselves. Stay healthy, and love to you all. Bye-bye.